Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are indeed legit. This year, to me at least, does feel oddly similar to their tremendous flop that was the 2019 season. But I think things have changed since then, and the organization as a whole learned a lot from that experience. Obviously, the most important cog to the whole operation is Lamar Jackson, who's made so many improvements over the years to now become one of the best players I have ever seen in my life. Now, I am in the camp that thinks the MVP should go to one of these dominant skill players this year, but MVP nowadays is a QB award, and if a quarterback is going to get it, it has to be Lamar. So many things have come together this year to create this Ravens team. One, their defense is still elite, tremendous in every regard, and doing it without having that one super elite piece, a collection of really good talents, combined with a phenomenal scheme. 2, the skilled players and coaching are finally up to par to complement Lamar. Now again, they don't just have that one super elite alpha receiver, especially with Mark Andrews being gone, but they do have several good guys with varying skill sets to match up their looks. Easily more important than that though, the coaching changes. Greg Roman done got the boot. A good offensive coordinator in my opinion, indeed. He did do a lot of good for Lamar and the Ravens though. He came in with that super heavy run scheme, which fit Lamar and the rest of the roster pretty well, honestly, allowing for some success to be had whilst Lamar continued to develop as an overall quarterback. The problem came recently, when Lamar himself and the roster around him began reaching levels that transcended the concepts that Greg Roman was bringing to the table. In comes Todd Monken, and a lot of changes followed suit. To keep it on the shorter side, the best offenses, and coordinators for that matter, know how to scheme guys open. I think the phrase scheming guys open gets a bad rap nowadays, as it might make it seem like it's a knock on the abilities of these players. Whole time, regardless of how elite you might be, being able to move the ball just off the effectiveness of your concepts alone is never a bad thing. It's quite the opposite, actually. And Todd Monken has shown the ability to do so in spades. And lastly, Lamar Jackson and his improvements. He's always been probably the craziest running threat at the position ever, but now his throwing abilities can no longer be denied regardless of how big of a hater you are. There is no more make Lamar throw the ball, for the most part. Of course, he does have his misses, but bro, you can say that for every quarterback to ever play the game ever, so stop it. But his throwing reaching the levels that it has almost makes him impossible to stop. And again, his supporting cast is able to take a great load off of his shoulders, making their own plays, truly creating a balanced attack that you got to worry about from all fronts. So yes, the Ravens are absolutely my pick to win the bowl this year. Same time though, this is football. Anything can happen. You could have an off week and get caught slipping. But I don't really see many teams that could legitimately stack up to Baltimore. In the AFC, not gonna lie, I am kind of peeking at the Bills. They are a threat. But I think the real ops are in the NFC. The always proven to be fraudulent Cowboys and the 49ers, regardless of the massacre that did take place on Christmas, are teams that I do hold in high regards. But Lamar leading a crazy charge out of Baltimore, and I don't really think nobody gonna be able to stop him. Now, I am low-key a bad luck charm, so in advance, for any Baltimore fans seeing this, and if the Ravens lost, my fault. I am sorry. I hope y'all did enjoy this though. Just wanted to come speak on who I do believe is the best team in the league. Playoffs starting this weekend, so it was the perfect time to do this. If y'all did enjoy it, make sure y'all like, comment any thoughts you got, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.